get on the same page. Talk to me, talk to me. Already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy. Come be the man I need. Tell me you got something to give. I want it. I kinda like it when you call me wonderful. Whatever the type of talk it is, what's up? I gotta know you're meant to be the man I need. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Talk to me. Be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me, be the man that I need. Talk to me, be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me, be the man. Like to think you feel the same way. So I can't tell with you sometimes.
Hey, Rand, what up, though?
Baby, let's get on the same page. Stop making me read between the lines. Already know I can leave it alone. You're all mine. Already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy. Come be the man I need. Tell me you got something to give. I want it. Kinda like it when you call me wonderful. Whatever the type of talk it is, come on, man. I gotta know you're meant to be the man I need. Talk to me. 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 Be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me. Be the man that I need. Talk to me. Be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me.
Turn it up one time for the one time. Man, how y'all feel, man? Somebody said it's been a while. Yeah, man, I took a Gatorade break to get everything straight. Now I'm sitting back like, how much Gatorade make? The fuck? Y'all ready to turn up, man? Had the bounce back out, man. Keeping my head low, man, to next year, next month, you know, the beginning of the new year. And we're gonna kick up some dirt, man. I got something live for y'all tomorrow too. I don't know if I want to say nothing right now, but yeah, tomorrow we turn it up. I said, God damn, I said, man. Then I got a call. Said, hey man, you want to put your shoes on? I said, God damn, what happened? Hey nigga, you need to get your ass out here. So back on the battlefield tomorrow. Make sure y'all pop out. Know what I'm talking about. Draped up and dripped out. Turn up.
Dress it up and make it real for me.
Hey, y'all share the video out, man. Share the video out. Tap that like button, man. Tell a friend to tap in, man. It's going up. Yo.
Whatever that for.
Yo. Come on.
Yeah, so let's start from spend a day to get my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. Got a roll a pound up the gas. Put your legs in the grand rack. We're the one kept it cool. I didn't see it. Start acting. Shoot a nigga like film. Man, the rolling neck. Go yellow math. Ballin' like a marsh pack. Stop shot, nigga tragic. Only one I live in life. Like a plan for the Mavericks. I don't want for the business, for the even though she has 30 money in the cook, 45 by my good. When young nigga in the cook, take you out for some joints. Counter spot, no rush. I'm on a one-way flush. Loud patch smelling mud. These fucking police can't touch me. Fucking police can't touch me. Fucking niggas can't touch me. Try to pressure with the VBS. I try to fall like bullshit. Try to fall like bullshit. Get mad up and on and offset. Fuck a cougar like she hot it. She hit the dirt spray. Ready so I'm start from. Spend a day to get my man. Listen up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. Got a rubber pound up the gas. Let's go. Put your names in the Grand Rapids. We the one that kept cool. All niggas till you make start acting. Show the nigga like a film, man. Moving nigga, go little math. We ballin' like a marsh man. All these cops shoot a nigga tragic. Don't wanna live in lavish. Like I'm playing for the Mavericks. I don't want for the business, my baby from the even though she ain't on the basic bitch. We gon' wake up and smoke us some blood and fuck. She gon' keep it so real with a nigga that I'ma go back and always gon' fuck with her. In the curve and the spray like a model bus. I was working and serving in Nautica. I get high till I'm higher than Mercury. Fuck around, teach you that recipe. Fuck around, you gon' be acting. Niggas say, nigga, we cruising. Soon as they work at the city, we moving. Hold up at 90s and shoot us and moving. Turn up at 90s and shoot us and moving. Made it to a side of cover just in case a nigga ever gotta use it. Get a play to go to Florida.
Let's go.
Spend a day to get a mind, bro. Take it up and go to Nassau.
200 miles on the dash.
Got a rubber pound up the gas. Put your names in the grand rack. We the one that kept cool without the nigga till these niggas start acting. Show the nigga like film, man. The road nigga gon' let them have it. We ball like a horse package. I was cop shooting the nigga tragic. Hold on, let the nigga laugh. Like I'm blood for the Mavericks. I don't want for the bitch to mind to make me fuck her even though she average.
Yeah. In the young. Stop going like it. Hold up.
Future here just got a sprite legendary. Let us over and stop from. Spend a day to get my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. Got a rubber pound up the gas. Put your names in the grand rack. We the one that kept it cool without the nigga till these niggas start acting.
Okay. Done. What up, though? They ain't believe, Done. We had to step on them. They ain't believe. So we had to step on them. Turn up one time, man. Let's join it, man. Don't do me like that, fam. All right, let's get to it. We ain't gonna be long.
Like that Honduran cigar, the spirits rise. Smoke curling like ancestors whispering in the skies. Dr. Sebi in my left ear saying heal from inside. This ain't no new plan, we the ones who try to deny it. Before Columbus ever dreamed the ship to steer, we was building mountains, doing rituals with no fear. From Yucatan to Galveston, New Orleans near. That's the triangle. Mama. Like that Honduran cigar, the spirits rise. Smoke curling like ancestors whispering in the skies. Dr. Sebi in my left ear saying heal from inside. This ain't no new plan, we the ones that try to deny. Before Columbus ever dreamed the ship to steer, we was building mountains, doing rituals with no fear. From Yucatan to Galveston, New Orleans near. That's the triangle of soul, but the map been clear. Second lines ain't parades, that's ancestral rights. Tambourines and feathers under full moonlight. We ain't immigrants now, we the original mind. Built pyramids and bone flutes before Rome took flight. Top cat said it loud, stop begging for permission. Our culture ain't missing, it's just deep in tradition. We ain't African cause they told us we remember the mission. The land speaks Creole, so proven intuition. We been here through the blood and the drum, through the elders. The
what's up, VCU?
Smoke rise on the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. And the ancestors' rhythm, we never die.
Yeah, what?
We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. This our home, not a place we did so clear. Jaheim singing true through the pain and the tears. Granny sat me down, roll something slow. Said when you puff, give thanks, let the cosmos know. I inhale the jungle, exhale the flow. Spitting stories that the textbook still scared to show. Solid like a torch from ancient rites. Aromas like prayers to the Orishas at night. New Orleans ain't a tourist tale, it's black divine. Where the jazz horns been time and spirits align. Forget Columbus, we was dancing in stars. Trading turquoise, dripping culture in bars. Drums talking codes, spirits moving cars. Look close, the past ain't gone, it's just behind the bars. From Congo Square to Trammy porches, we built this land, no need for endorsements. The Mardi Gras beads ain't just for decor. That's soul armor, homie, we was gods before war. We been here through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. In the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. This our home, not a place we disappear. disappear. Jaheim singing truth through the pain. Here through the blood and the drum through the elders.
Don't know what's up with it. Mike Easton in the
Smoke
building.
rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky and the ancestors' rhythm, we never die.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. It's our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing truth through the pain and the tears. We been here. Oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. It's our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing truth through the pain and the tears.
What up, though? How y'all feel? Y'all all right? Copper Skin King in the building. What up, though? North Carolina in the motherfucking building. Man, say, boy, old Jessie done kicked the motherfucking bucket. And I see a lot of you niggas, boy, hey, listen. say, boy, they gonna ask, did y'all kill a nigga motherfucking ass? Y'all is, yeah, they gonna ask, did y'all have something to do with it? These niggas all out here, fuck that nigga. Niggas threw a party. Them niggas was out there, they were drunk, taking shots and shit. I said, God damn. Nigga, what your grandma got to say about this? Nigga, what your grandma got to say about this? Them niggas said, fuck you, die, nigga, piss on the grave. I said, whoa, shit. Damn. Somebody said that nigga got Martin Luther King killed. I just turned my head, man. Shit. Yeah, they gonna investigate y'all Indians as y'all niggas jumping up, hooting and hollering. I say this here, bro. It's that nigga did all that for nothing. They brought Al Sharpton ass out here. If I was Al, I would have told them hoes, nigga, I think I want to stay home and spend time with the family, goddamn. Al back out there on the block. He can't start a fire right now while Trump the president. That nigga make a lot of people think was the shit a setup, Oh, messy Jessie. Jessie didn't kick the goddamn bucket on the man. I see all the old folks posting them though, which is cool to me, man. Listen, man, that's their era, that's their generation. Maybe we just not gonna understand. You feel me? It is what it is. I can't say it's just the Indians been kicking them in the ass. I've been seeing the FBAs and everything. I'm gonna tell you FBA something. I'm proud of y'all in the sense of I think they starting to get it. I think they starting to get it. What I mean by that, a lot of, well, I wouldn't even just say a lot of them because it's still a bridge. I just remember it was a time where you would come out and a lot of people would be pro-African, pro-slave trade. Now, FBA is starting to get even the black card. They want to keep the black, but then they want to say, hey, they want to kind of put it down too. But what I mean by that, they said, I heard them, I think it was Tariq the other day, he say that they not going to let them use them for their votes no more. I said, okay, maybe they getting it. They trying to wash us up in these politics with these foreigners and these other blacks. Black was a booby trap. I think by them putting why we this kind of black. And so you just sit back and see how it's gonna play out. But I heard them say, what do y'all think about Jesse Jackson? And I'm like, nigga, y'all slick side doing the same shit he did. So and nigga, them niggas pop firecrackers and shit and get drunk in the bitch, nigga, when your ass kick the bucket. They gonna say the same thing about y'all. Y'all are always gonna be known as the niggas who came and tried to give us a new name. But But at the same time, you know, I'm proud of the progress. But I wanted to ask the Indians, God damn, you niggas is spinning. You niggas is spinning. Boy, they got TikTok jumping, nigga. Fuck Jessie. I said, damn, Jessie. Now I don't fuck with Jessie either. Fuck that nigga. Well, I guess he ain't no goddamn nigga no more, you know. But fuck him. And I want that to be a lesson for all these niggas who tap dancing for these folks. Because when he passed, he ain't even, you know, they kind of use that nigga shit to divert the people, divert the attention of the people off this, you know, creepy ass shit they got going on. They went and popped the Prince today in the UK. They went and hit him at the highs today. Say the nigga was in a Versace robe naked. Yeah, nigga was in that bitch with a Versace robe on, naked, still in bed. Today is birthday. Boy, America looking crazy than the motherfucker on the world stage right now. You know, I ain't gonna get into it. Y'all ought to know what I'm talking about already. That shit there crazy than the motherfucker, nigga. Nigga in this home in a pantyhose suit. Yeah. Nigga here with a thong in his ass. Hey, man. What I was gonna say, before I get on this here, Michael Jordan. Man, they tried to pop Jordan, man. Man, I thought Jordan fingered that little white kid the other day, man. Little white kid on that hoe looking like my buddy. Y'all remember them doors, my buddy? Yeah. Remember the doors, my buddy, nigga? That was a little while ago. White boy on there looking like a man. He should have screamed or something. But they came back and say the nigga had ice in his shirt, and then they showed that his shirt was wet. So I said, all right, I'm gonna let you make it, Jordan. Y'all know he just sued the shit out there for $300 million. Jordan just sued NASCAR for $300 million, and then came back and won. So yeah, I don't know, man. I didn't want to investigate the video. I just feel like Jordan should have got his parents to do that, nigga. Nah, you might want to get the parents, nigga. Y'all know Jordan be on that drink though. Yeah, that nigga be on that drink. Yeah, that nigga there, cognac and yeah, shit like that. That real brown with a couple ice cubes in there. He maxing and relaxing at the Indy 500. What was the Indy 500? Little they win. One of his driver's son, Jordan, played in the nigga ass, man. It is what it is. The nigga played in the nigga ass. Hold on. Let me pull that up, matter of fact. Y'all tell me that the nigga going in the nigga ass. Joy, you look freaky motherfucker, but it's all love. Hold on. Y'all tell me, goddamn it. Then we gonna get back to the show. Goddamn, Mike. I want to be like Mike, not playing in the nigga ass. Jordan, they gonna put your ass in the files, nigga. Hold on. Get him out there, man. Yeah, man, y'all tell me, man. What the hell wrong with Jordan? See, where's daddy at? Look, that nigga did the look back at it. Look back at it. Look, y'all remember that Trina and Trick Daddy song? Look back at it. Yeah, that nigga, he must be a Catholic. He must already be broke in. Check him out. He smiling. He like this shit, nigga. Joy, you can't scratch a nigga inside a nigga thigh, though. You can't. Look at him. Nah, that ain't got nothing to do with no ice. I'm sorry. You know what? Fuck that shit. I just, that's what, I was talking to somebody I know, and they was like, well, he had ice. I hadn't heard the ice story yet. So they like, yeah, he had ice in his shirt. They were celebrating. I said, okay. They was like, look, his shirt wet. If you look right here, I don't know, man. I don't know. The dad went with the ice story, though. He went back and told him, yeah, he did have ice in there. I don't know. Well, how do you explain the thigh? What is he doing in between that nigga thigh and scratching the back of his motherfucking kneecaps? You do that to big hoes. That's a fat hoe. That's how you freak down a fat hoe. Trying to see what this nigga got going on. You tickle a big bitch behind the ear, behind the calf, shit like that. Now look at it. He went straight in the ass, nigga. Nigga, you ain't at the strip club. If he got ice in the ass, nigga, then that ought to automatically tell you, nigga, he need to be over there with his mama. Where his mama at or where his dad at? That don't mean you go for what you know, my nigga. That don't mean you go for what you know. And you done hit him in the little tingly spot. You done hit him in the spot that tingle. No way. Man, come get your boy. Elise say, yeah, that's not ice. That ain't ice, huh? Beverly say, no. Hey, that nigga went in that nigga ass in front of his, look, everybody playing it out. He not say, ain't no getting around this. TP, what up, though, family? He said, why he ain't fluffed the middle of the top? Yeah, you go straight for a nigga ass. Look at it, with a smile on your face. Damn, Jordan, that shit there, nigga. I had to text my daddy, man, and ask him what he thought about that. My daddy fuck with Jordan. You know, Jordan, they call that nigga Black Jesus. That nigga out here cuffing ass, though. Big old ass hand. That little boy too little for you, Jordan. He too little for your black ass. Hey, what Jordan from? Y'all tell me what Jordan from. What you better say? The rich like late. He say, man, OG, I'm on here. What's up? He said, give me a bill, and I ain't even around that damn crowd. Say, that nigga daddy, I don't give a fuck that's Michael Jordan. Sue that nigga. God damn it. Boy, them niggas say, fam, you drive cars for Jordan. Listen to me. I don't want no motherfucking sneakers. Jordan talking about, hey, I'm going to have them send a couple. I don't want no motherfucking sneakers, nigga. If y'all don't go in that hole and play like a white hoe and fall out on the grind, nigga, hey, we can sell this shit out of court for 50. We got to go to court, nigga. I want 100. I want 100 mil, nigga. I want that Nike check. Fall on the grind, nigga. Yeah, this nigga done funded me. Nigga done funded on my child. The nigga had nightmares. He woke up the other night screaming. What was wrong? He said he saw Jordan in his dreams. Scratching on the back of his thighs and shit. All in between the kneecaps. Say, yeah, that's a fat hoe. That's how you rub on a big bitch. That's how you get a big bitch wet. All right, let's get to the goddamn bill, man. Y'all like my little picture up here, man? This is New York, what we call New York City today. This ancient New York. The fuck I did. Yeah, this right here is ancient New York right here, so. No one ever do. Miss Martinez said, learn something new every day. Yeah. Jay, OGJ, what up, though? So right here, this is a picture of ancient New York. You see the buildings right here. Look like the Romans built it. You got a pyramid back here. But New York was, we're going to get into a little build on this here. Not really a build, but my little 13 colony tour, I got some little clips that I chopped up from that, and we'll go through there just looking at some of this architect and this here. If you think about it, when you're talking about your religions or what have you, a lot of different religions, they actually come from the northeast part of the United States, what they call the United States. From Baptist, you got Roger Williams. Roger Williams is going to, and they gonna say he's the founder of, he's one of the founders of the Baptist faith. Even when you're dealing with the Wesleyan Church, the Church of Christ, all of these things, going through New York and the upper colonies, one of the things that I noticed was the churches, bro. These churches are right on side of each other, and it's like them motherfuckers every 2 blocks or something. Now, I mean, it sticks out because when you going through what actually happened here, let's say from the time period of the 1600s into present, and we're looking at the history that they gave us. A lot of those stories, even so, the one story that I guess trumps all of them would be the transatlantic slave trade. Now, let's not even put that in there because the name transatlantic slave trade, that didn't come into the 19th century. Now, when you're talking about slavery, one of the things that's important to this here, we talking about slavery, is the religions. Because the same time, this story that they brought us that religion is coming into play, you start to get your First Baptist and your Mormon church and all of these things here. 1600s, your Church of Christ with King Henry. He wanted to go pilot. He wanted a little boy. His wife couldn't give him a little boy, they say. He knocked her ass out. She came up missing around this motherfucker. And he did that to plenty of them until he broke away from the church because they wouldn't let him go do the pilot thing. But, they go on to create Church of England, Church of Christ. You get all of these different denominations within the same frame of what they talk about a slave trade taking place. All right, cool. So when we look at it, these particular religions, and we look at these certain areas that they're in, it's always going to be indigenous slavery, a domestic slave trade taking place. And I wouldn't even just say domestic because they wasn't keeping them in the U.S. We all know that they were pushing them out to the islands, to the Caribbean islands and West Indies. Cool. When we go back before then, you also get what? You get your Freemasons. It's crazy because all of these things happen in the same frame, this same time frame. Now, what's important, what we should be looking at is, okay, what took place before this? You think about it, when you come out in the 1600s, what are they telling us? This is the 14, going back to the 1400s, they're telling us that this is the new world. Basically everything is starting over. America wasn't inhabited by no one, nor was it any infrastructure here. So their whole game, the whole action of rewriting history, this is what a mindset is going to come from. So this, what they talk about, the cover up that took place, this shit been covered up. It been covered up. Even the history that they boxed us in and gave us was some bullshit. And even when they talk about how it not, the infrastructure here wasn't built up. Well, you think about it, anytime that they mention the Indians, and we know from the waterways, the canals, and different things that they built, and how the operation, it was always some type of maritime expedition taking place. You also had the the forts. So it was military power and presence here. Listen, I got some shit that just really just blah, telling the whole story. You feel me? So I ain't gonna go too far on that. We probably do like a bloodline 6 on that motherfucker, but just so I can sit down and get all the info out, this is gonna probably be 3-4 hour ride. But I don't even want to think about that right now. But when we think about it, so we got a presence of military, the forts, from here down the goddamn on every island is taken, every major port or port city. We gonna catch these. You also had the presence of, so when they talk about the Freemasonry and all of that, the 3 spots, major places they said they took place. You gonna have, hold on, let me pull my little shit up. Don't back me out of here. Give me 2 seconds, I'm finna grab it. Just looking back on the whole whitewashing of America, from the presidents, the line about the founding fathers, who the real founding fathers was, just all of these stories. And then we figure out why they tried to bring us escaped African princes who got kidnapped in the transatlantic slave trade. And it's crazy for our people to come back and regurgitate this shit to us. You feel me? And not only that, I could see if it wasn't like the shit that they allowed to happen. It's no way the motherfuckers thought a nigga was just supposed to shake that shit off and bounce back and still be normal. I know we good. We some bad motherfuckers, especially when we come together, but them niggas allowed it. Where my shit at, nigga? Oh no. My bad. I can't remember what motherfucker I put it in. All right, anyway, I just build on it. So I want to show you the Freemasonry, because I want to show you something. The specific areas that is taking place in. And I wanted to show who involved. It'll make more sense when we go into this. Like I said, we're going to be dealing with that the northeast part of what they call the U.S. Now, a lot of this shit is ancient. It's old. Hold on, let me get this done. All right, this right here, I don't know if y'all caught this one right here, but this was a photo. This photo right here is a descendant of Thomas Jefferson. Now, this descendant on Thomas Jefferson is a nigger boy. Well, the nigger boy, and see, they put it on the newspaper, and it's fucked up because they know, and other niggas that's in the circle, they know, but why we don't know, and why don't a lot of niggas with the fucking microphone know? Cause some people I just hear regurgitating the same old shit over and over again. Shout out to Rick. He about to drop Hidden Colors Part 6. Now, I said, boy, that nigga that bold in the motherfucker. That nigga dropping Hidden Colors 6, and he bringing it to America now. He ain't popping that African shit. We gonna act like that didn't happen, and that nigga dropped Part 6, bringing it to America. I don't know if it was a date or nothing on there, but it looked like they already done with the project. Yeah. But anyway, we're gonna get to right here. I'm just gonna build off of it a little bit. Now, right here, before the development of modern dating methods that established beyond doubt the great antiquity of early men in America. You go this bullshit. It was believed that the Indians were an offshoot of a known civilization of the old world. Some scholars argue that they came from Egypt. Ain't that a bit? What, Memphis, Tennessee? Others that they had broken away from the Chinese, and still others that they were descendants of Phoenician or Greek seamen. Now this last joint, when they said that they were descendants of Phoenician or Greek seamen, Thomas Jefferson, and he met up with people coming out of French Quebec, areas like this here that took place in Canada, because France is going to be what we call Canada today. All right. So Thomas Jefferson got a lot of his information. They wanted to know who were the ancient people of America. Now, mind you, this in the 1700s. So this taking place in the 1700s. So history for us right now, we looking back 100, 200 years. Well, they had that ability in the 1700s, which is going to give them another viewpoint, a closer viewpoint than we get to see. And closer to the bullshit to these niggas came and, fucked off the records and gave us this bullshit ass information in the turn of the 20th century. All right. So, like I say, this last one, others say that they were descendants of Phoenician or Greek seamen. Now, that's the one, circle that one, that's the one that Thomas Jefferson, that led him on his studies. He spoke over 20 different Indian languages. His whole custom and from his food to the way that he dressed, everything. We're going to get into that as well. Shout out to Paul, man. The homie Paul. Paul left a comment and we was over here talking about that fish from them Charleston niggas. Hey, man, I seen a nigga on hold on. He went off on these Charleston nigga. Hold on, y'all. We finna listen. I'm finna play this out real quick. Tell me if y'all can hear this shit, man. Thug D fuck out. That nigga say, man, them Charleston niggas sound like a baby. Hold on. Tell me y'all hear this nigga.
Hey, them Charleston niggas be talking about a baby. Nigga ask me, I hungry. See my wearing that bitch. Niggas be dead serious. Yo, I hungry, yo. I haven't eat all day, yo.
That nigga say them Charleston niggas talk like a baby. I hungry. Nah. So the homie Paul came in and he was saying the different names of the fish. Remember the niggas asking us about some mullet or some shit? Well, they call it whitening. They call it whiting and something else. So motherfucker had like 3-4 different names. One of the names he brought up was the roundheads. And I think he said in North Carolina. Yeah, North Carolina, they call them roundheads. Fuck me up. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna get too deep in the roundheads today, but the wars, the different parliaments that took place here, especially like during the English Civil Wars and, from 1603 on up, these type of things, we're going to show that, and once we put this game down, it's automatically the boy going to be locked, because when we say this was Europe, took place in the 13 colonies, that's what the fuck happened. Now, getting over the Appalachians was something different. So when you get down to that area, this is how we're going to lay our groundwork and show that the story that they gave us was the story that happened here. some of the truths in all there, you can pick it out. That's cool. Now back to the Bible part, because we finna go into this part, because right here it said another belief more legend than theory held that various light-skinned tribes, light-skinned ass niggas, possessed the blood of Welshmen, okay, who had come to America in the remote past. Now we know the Welsh that came through Brandon the Navigator, and basically this is like Bloodlines of the God series, right? Even from the Bible, even from the Book of Enoch, all of this shit here, all of these ancient texts that spoke about a high level being coming from a different, coming from a different place, actually came here to America. When we look into it, you know, we broke it down. We went through. Hold on. Now go back. Hold on. Let me pull this up. I'm not scared of lions and tigers and bears. Hey, y'all, jump on that like button. Jump on that like button. Hold on. Let me get this up. Whoa. This would be. Why do it? Let me get the other joint up. Hold on. These people, these civilization bringers, then they will get the story that comes back from home. Mm-hmm. So that spiritual system and that story from back home will become religious books. Right. Torah, Tanakh, the Book of Enoch, James Andrew with a 3. All of these types of things. You know? Hold on, goddamn, my bad. I ain't been watching the chat. Shout out to the homie James. Put some points on the goddamn score book. Miss Prez, what up, though? Hey, they say we missing 35 likes, family. Roots down south, what's up with it, Silv? Asteroid in the building. City B, what's up with it, family? E nice, I see you. Let's turn this bitch up. So a lot of these stories will come from these people. But there was a bloodline of gods here. Brother Richie actually said, what you know about the Grand Canyon? And I said, man, I went. I just left in February. And it's basically like a military base. But all right, so when we gonna come from here, we're gonna go into let me see this first little joint. All right, we're gonna talk about before the reset of before the bullshit ass information, before they came back and switched a lot of the history up. A lot of stories that we get that ain't never told in full. You even hear some parts where they'll just mention the person and they never mention the parents. Shit like this here. But you know, we've been putting this motherfucking this puzzle pieces together, you dig? On the Americas, not only just who we are, but really getting America. So when we give an understanding or have an understanding on who we are, our bloodline, we can actually see America for what it was and not the image that they gave to us, which a lot of people have fell victim to, you dig? So right here, just the whole bloodline. And then I'm gonna go into this other part from the 13 colonies that I ain't showed yet, just so we can make sure we get an understanding, the proper understanding on it. So, you know, secret societies. Well, we're gonna talk a little about that. It is. So I brought up the Freemasons, what had you earlier. You know, later we'll see in schools and shit. You know, Skull and Bones, different shit like this here. You know, the flat. The flat hats and things like this here. So when we're looking at these things that were preserved from this old world, you know, we'll get colleges, you know, we'll get state capitol buildings, You know, City Hall, like motherfucking Philadelphia. I know y'all laughed at me, nigga, but I knew I was on to something, goddamn it. Say, man, boy, I knew I was on to something. I was like, hey, Philly, man, y'all tell me what this is. I said, that bitch looks spooky. But I knew I was on to something, nigga. Uh-oh, I'm like, hold on, nigga. That don't look like that supposed to be right there. But nah, these type of things right here, man, what ignited me to say, hey, man, I want to go around and put this puzzle together. And then I realized I ain't have enough motherfucking money to, you know, because it's like you find one right here, then you find something right here, then you look, you say, oh, shit. Nigga, I'm gonna go all the way to Europe, nigga, all the way to South Africa. Now, that's one thing that a nigga found. The architect, when you get in the architect, it's not in West Africa. West Africa got to sit their ass down. No pyramids, no mounds, no none of this type of shit. But you go to South Africa. Now, all this telling me is that the niggas that migrated to all these places, guess what they had? They had a motherfucking map. They had a map. So when we go into Brazil, what is actually going to be Portugal, you got Rio de Janeiro, you have Salvador, Brazil. Who is Salvador? Salvador is Columbus, the real Columbus. Salvador. And he's what? Portugal. Born in Beja, Cuba. Now today, one of the blackest motherfucking spots in Brazil is Salvador, Brazil. Where your boy Salvador come from? See, I've been holding that in my back pocket. Don't worry about it. Let's walk. Don't worry about it. Let's walk.
In time, the truth would be.
And then the nigga passed away well in motherfucking Mayan territory down in Mexico or Spain.
Revealed.
This
emblem appears on.
We're gonna be on the court tomorrow.
New Atlantis.
We got
the Rosicrucians.
We got a lecture tomorrow, man. So we're gonna be out there. We ain't gonna be long on this right here. I'm gonna get y'all out of here. I gotta finish my little PowerPoint. We finna go show up and show out tomorrow night. Freaky Friday is on the show.
Rosicrucians are a ancient order. We hear about Masons and secret societies. Well, we're gonna talk a little about that. And the reasons it's not just because a bunch of people want to get together and be together, but it's these elites that are trying to keep these bloodlines that come directly from the gods. Either they're oppressing them or they're working with them. But we're gonna rock out. Tempore protect the culture veritas. In time, the hidden truth will be revealed. And we stand on that. And hidden truth will be revealed. Cause niggas like, what the fuck? Fuck y'all niggas got going on, nigga. Fuck y'all niggas got going on, nigga. We'll turn this bitch up. All that old nigga playing on you and all that, man, we think that shit out. That shit all the way out. So a lot of the bullshit a nigga ain't even got time for. A lot of the conversations that's being had, nigga ain't got time for. Nigga, it's on the flow. We want the real. And we ain't gonna be able to do that having these conversations with a lot of these motherfuckers that's talking around here. You feel me? A lot of niggas is so far behind, nigga. If we stop and wait, nigga, you know what I'm saying? We can't get, everybody can't go. Everybody can't go. Watch what the dust said the Bible. One of my favorite verses out the Bible is Matthew 31. I didn't know what the hell say. We're gonna go through a lot of Bible talk because I want to make a lot of correlations. Like as I said, the spiritual system from America will be taken around the world universally and taught off as religion. That's why it become an organized story. Matthew 13:1, he answered, said unto them, because it is given unto you the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven, but to them it is not given.
And so that's something that we got to remember, you know, on this journey, man. A lot of time this shit here gonna feel lonely. You know what I'm saying? Because motherfuckers can't keep up. You feel me? On what's really taking place. Even if we can point out some things that's happening, it may be true, but at the same time, is it relevant enough to get us out of what we really dealing with? You know what I'm saying? This is us looking past the religions. This is us looking past a lot of that, because a lot of those things had the answer. A lot of those things had answers in them, but we don't want to get caught up in the bullshit though. So that's for people with eyes to see and ears to hear. But we're gonna. All right. So they talking about this place, Atlantis. Wow. You have the gift. These different. You going through the Gilgamesh. You right here. This is what I want to get to. This is something I said, and I stand on it. When we looking around and we want to know who built the pyramids, who built all these make-living structures around the world, who a lot of motherfuckers was praying to or worshiping, you know, walls fought over. Like I say, we went to the Grand Canyon, and I'm like, man, something happened here. Something happened here. You can tell it's ancient, it's older than the motherfucker. Even the conversation when people say, well, you know, they have large monuments, large statues inside of the, you know, you got Isis and different Egyptian names of these. So I'm telling you, standing there, you know something happened. And if we look up in this certain motherfuckers that's in the story, but they're not here today, we can't see them. Well, what the fuck happened to them? So let's walk. You have Genesis. So that's what I'm saying. This story is going to be a universal story, but in the end, we're going to find out whose story it comes from. So we go through the Gilgamesh flood. Genesis 6 and 4, bloodlines of the gods. There were giants in the earth in these days. Also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, and they bare children with them, the same became mighty men, which were of old men of renown. Now, we bounce over to Genesis 6 and 7, and the Lord said, I will destroy man whom I have created from the face of the earth, both man and beast, and the creeping things, and the fowls of the air. For it repent me that I had made them. Now, they spoke about giants, or these demigods who came in the children of men. So we go to the stories of the Lost Book of Enki by Zechariah Sitchin, where he speaks about these scholars having recognized the biblical tale of creations. Adam and Eve, the Garden of Eve, the deluge, the Tower of Babel were based on texts written down millenniums early in Mesopotamia, especially by Sumerians. And they in turn clearly stated it to obtain knowledge of past events, many from a time before civilizations began, even before mankind came to be. For the writings of the Anunnaki, those from heaven to earth came, the gods of antiquity. Now, the gods of antiquity. All right, we're on Black Magic, so everyone is familiar with this story of you have Enki and Enlil coming down and ruling, basically creating a slave race as they were here to mine gold for their atmosphere, right? And resources. Well, right now in the world, if you look around, you hear tariffs. Well, since this administration come in, it's a big trade war, and things have to be straightened out. And as we see with Ukraine, they for return of investment, we want minerals. We have Burkina Faso just signed with China. It's getting $1 billion a year. Now they making billions now. They over with Russia, I'm sorry. And so it's about the minerals and what's under the ground. But who had the eyes to see what's under the ground and exactly where you at? Shit. So when we come down, you had this god of Baalbek. Well, Let me move up.
Matter of fact,
Permissible.
Brother Rich, this is Georgia.
Mount Shasta. Hold on.
And
don't go through
Mount Shasta, California.
So what he was talking about is basically, you know, I know a lot of people we kind of want to, we kind of see ourselves with you know, we'll look at the pyramids and things like this. We'll say, well, my people built them. Now, that could be the case in some situations because, you know, Genesis 64, the sons of God came into the daughters of men, right? So these demigods, big motherfuckers, big giant motherfuckers, they were master builders. They were the Masons before goddamn Freemasons. So I asked the question, how would these motherfuckers who had the ability to look under the ground or know where these certain energy vortexes were, not just here, but around the whole goddamn earth? That's why we speak about South Africa, motherfuckers in what they call the Middle East today. That conversation came back up about, did America go into Iraq because they had a motherfucking what they had down there? I mean, it was a lot of stories, man. They said that a craft was actually in the cave down there. We heard things about, you know, a large giant was picked up out of there by some motherfucking helicopters, some Chinooks, and taken over to a private military base by the U.S. It was also conversations about a portal in that area. They speaking about Iran today, nigga. They trying to get in Iran. What the fuck is in Iran? Now, we know since 1948, they've been trying to live out a biblical prophecy. They've been trying to live out a biblical prophecy. And it begs the question, what do these elites know? And all the bullshit that they shooting us about this world. The other day, they asked Obama about, hold on, let me try to find that motherfucker. The other day they asked Obama about aliens. Y'all caught that one? They asked, hold on.
Say deals, intermittent fasting study. So with President's Day deals, and you decide what we cover. Today's choices: aliens are real. President's Day deals, intermittent fasting study.
Aliens are real. This is the conversation. Here go Obama in the goddamn news.
In an interview with Brian Tyler Cohen over the weekend, the former president got some attention when he proclaimed that aliens are real.
It's Malene, Mary Jane. What up, though?
They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51. There's no underground facility unless there's this enormous conspiracy. And they hid it from the president of the United States.
Darius McNair, what up, though?
Okay, so he is clearing things up, saying in a post on Instagram that, quote, statistically, the universe is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there.
Obama, they caught your ass out of there. Obama, watch this here. Obama gonna come back and say, he gonna come back a couple days later and say, hey, you know, I just wanted to make it fun. Like he was playing or something. Let me ask y'all, chat, do y'all think he was playing, or do y'all think the shit so common to them that he was just having a regular conversation? And his people them came back and said, hey fam, You gotta say something about that. So he tweeted or some shit. Yeah, he tweeted, "Hey, y'all, I was just fucking with y'all the other night." Really?
And they're not being kept. They're real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept.
Why y'all ain't let him ask the question? The dude said, "Hey, is aliens real?" And so they just come right in with Obama answer to that. Check them out.
Real, but I haven't seen them, and they're not being kept in what is it?
Area 51.
Area 51.
So the guy asked him, "Was aliens real?" He said, "Yes." He said, "Yeah, they real." Then he said, "But I never seen one." So how you know they real? This the shit I'm talking about. Them hoes steady playing with us like we some hoes or something. And then we find out these little freaky ass niggas out here fucking on the babies. They out here fucking on the babies. You know, these niggas got all type of wild shit going on, little wild fetishes and all this type of shit. Yeah, and so now, nigga, when you know we out here getting played by some hoe ass niggas. Yeah, these niggas, you wonder why these hoes trying to get tampons in the motherfucking boys' bathroom. These the niggas, and we just sitting back and just folding. You know, we got hoe ass niggas like Jessie Jackson out here, nigga, supposed to be a spokesperson or something like this here for letting these hoes come back and just give us anything, changing out, you know, it's just all of this shit here that's been going on. And it's like, what the fuck the people at? Because if, you know, in the future, motherfuckers reading this, nigga, if I was the niggas that come 50 years from now, I wouldn't respect these niggas either. You feel me? Niggas that set up here and got played on like some hoes by some niggas out here in pantyhose and stockings, eating dick, taking dick. You know, I mean, all these niggas that ran and hid on a motherfucking rock now. But now let's go on getting into it. So Obama and them went into the Middle East. What the fuck was they there for? Candace Owens. This shit here has got so much of common knowledge now. You got people who not even known for history. And they'll straight up tell you, hey, I'm learning right now. But a lot of people already heard these things. I can see in the chat a lot of people was putting down by the porters and the different things over in the Middle East. And then they asked Obama, was aliens real? The nigga tell the nigga, yeah, look like he drunk. You know, I ain't in this business, but it look like the nigga had a taste or two.
There's no underground facility. Unless
ain't no underground facility, huh? Man, it's people like Phil Snyder now. Phil Snyder, he gone now, but he a person that came out and talked about the underground facilities and the military, you know, the military are aware of these, and that's in the area of New Mexico, Arizona. This one of the highest places. Also, Washington, Oregon, off the coast right there, the Pacific coast right there. A lot of these sightings and stories taking place there. Alaska, you know, where they come out and say, well, it's the military, you know. Now, we don't know. Now, Trump say they got some new shit at. So, in this time right here, you know, a lot of the teachers that's into the metaphysics and into this type of conversation, the spiritual realm, you know, a lot of them spoke about this and spoke about this day to where all of this technology is coming out. Everybody's in a race for technology right now. And you have Putin and Russia and different places coming out saying, yeah, that there are other forms of life that has been visiting Earth. Visiting, bitch, they was here before you. So, but you had these other countries coming out saying it when they have a pact to not even speak on that. They didn't came together and already agreed. But the state that the Western politics is in, it's like all these niggas full of that dope, full of that alcohol, out here freaking with each other. You know what I'm saying? While other people out here actually putting in work. You know what I'm saying? And if they dictatorship or whatever, you know, you niggas out here drinking blood and drinking cum You know what I'm saying? Turn up.
There's this enormous conspiracy.
Came out and told on ain't no motherfucking conspiracy, nigga. And why you holding that cup like that? And talking about a motherfucking conspiracy, nigga. And then he gonna come and tweet a couple days later.
And they hid it from the president of the United States.
Okay, so he is clearing things up, saying in a post on Instagram that the universe.
He cleaned it up, huh? Okay.
Is so vast that the odds are good there's life out there somewhere. But the distances between solar systems are so great that the chances we've been visited by aliens is low. Astrophysicist and ABC News contributor Hakeem Oluseyi joins us now for more. Hakeem, it is great to see you. When I first heard about this story, I thought we need to talk to a physicist about this. And there you are. Our booking team was on it.
Go get a nigga to clean it up, huh? That nigga got 2-3 books on this shelf. Nigga, if them ain't your books, go put that shit up. The quantum realm and all of this shit here.
Okay, so the former
job about it.
President clarifying what he meant, but still suggesting there could be life out there. What would it take for scientists to confirm alien life?
Well, as I always say, the easiest confirmation of aliens show up and say, hi, here we are, right? But that's unlikely to happen.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because, when you talk about alien life, there's different levels to it.
Okay.
The conditions that are necessary on a planet to give you microbial life is likely widespread. It's probably also within our solar system. And there's evidence of it.
So if a nigga, let's just say, alien, whatever the fuck you want to call them, make it here, right? So, nigga, you showing all your teeth, pink ass gums, nigga. You think you smarter than the nigga who found a way to drive over here from another planet, nigga? Or another star system, homie, and you qualify more than the nigga who figured it out? Sit your bitch ass down.
That now on Mars. Then there's the possibility of multicellular life like we have here, which happened, 600 million years ago on Earth with the Ediacaran.
Man, we tired of you hoe ass niggas. Y'all done brought this bitch ass, and we don't give a fuck about this nigga. You sitting here looking at the screen. This ain't, nigga, you not there. If a nigga, you done sent a toy, remote control toy over there, nigga. Let them motherfuckers pull up over here. And you think you could qualify to speak more than the motherfucking president, more than the nigga who got top clearance, nigga?
In the Cambrian explosion, you ended up with multicellular life. But getting to intelligence and technologically advanced civilizations, that is a completely other matter. I wouldn't be surprised if, even though I think the first two are incredibly likely, and I've done calculations that suggest that.
Fuck your calculations, nigga. What we go? Y'all want this whole ass nigga calculation? He look like he finna come like, bitch, you ain't got enough books on your motherfucking shelf back there with that Walmart motherfucking setup, nigga, in the back. You carry your ass home somewhere, nigga, and y'all trying to come out here and cape for this nigga. The nigga said, yeah, we don't give a fuck what he said 3 days later, nigga. We don't give a fuck if he was inebriated or not.
The last one is nearly impossible, right? And so the chances that aliens have visited us is slim to none in my estimation.
And that don't go a long way, my nigga. With them little books that came with this little shit, them hoes need to be in the bathroom, nigga. Yeah, them hoes go in the bathroom, nigga. Yeah, nigga, them hoes go in the bathroom. He got this one facing him, nigga. That ain't taking up enough motherfucking room, nigga. He ain't got no picture, no hoes up there, no setup with the hoes on the pictures. It's just him in this little one book with some motherfucking butterflies.
So when scientists talk about alien life, break this down for us. What do they actually mean?
Well, at the very minimum, it's microbial life. Like just making that first step of a replicating, self-contained organic matter, chemical process is such a leap that if you get that,
got no big
then
words.
Everything else becomes possible.
No, I ain't got no big words for it.
Possible. And what we see here on Earth is that it occurred very early in Earth's history. And now we have evidence on Mars. We see these long chain alkanes, these organic molecules that have been, reduced by radiation over millions.
This hoe done went and put a blazer on over his Hanes t-shirt. Nigga, go get your punk ass back in the bed.
Of years, over hundreds of millions of years, and yet they're still there. That tells us that their abundance was even greater in the past. So, you know, the evidence for microbial life is probably widespread.
Just don't say microbial no more. It's the only big word you brought with you today, ho. You used it 6 times. We don't want to hear this shit.
But the evidence for a technologically advanced civilization, which is what people think when we say aliens, that's the one that isn't likely. That's the one that's much less. It's likely in the universe, but in terms of them visiting us or, you know, us having their bodies, that is very unlikely.
Or living among us, right here on Earth. We may never know. But researchers have been looking into this for so many years. Where is the research focused right now in this field?
Yeah, what is shit focused?
Well, right now there are several pathways that are being simultaneously pursued. One is study.
Oh, hold on, motherfucker! You just told me it ain't no aliens. If it ain't no aliens, why y'all doing research on it? What's up with it, Lyman? Girly girl in the building. Geechee. Turn it one time, goddamn. BCU new, what up, though? Short Boogie, I see you, family. Broderick Enoch in the building.
In our own. So
if it wasn't no other life, why are y'all studying it? Several different paths. So why y'all going down these paths, family? Ain't that taxpayer money? Y'all fucking off? Nigga got a telescope back there. Yeah, you crazy. Y'all better not get that nigga no pussy.
Solar system, right? So we have sent
even A. Smith edge up having that.
Lots of rovers to Mars. We have missions that are going to Jupiter's moon, Europa, and we have missions planned to go to Saturn's moon, Titan. Those are all wonderful places.
Y'all can't get to Saturn, nigga. Y'all done failed every time y'all tried. Oh, ass nigga. Nunu say that part. Camo Joe, what up, though? Miss Corlette, how you doing? No, say Trump said he gonna be in trouble because he talking about classified files and he might declassify them. Trump petty too. Trump will get a nigga the record. Here go a couple of them out. That nigga say he remind me of Brother Reggie, a young Reggie, huh? All right, where we going with this? All right, let's get into the architect. Fuck it, we're gonna get into the architect. I wanted to drop the Freemasonry because them niggas told us they was keeping a secret. The Masons were the custodians to ancient knowledge. What was the ancient knowledge? I brought up the Rosicrucians earlier. These were families. This was motherfuckers who came together to hold on to information that was secret. You go back to the Templars, things of this nature. But the game got watered down. So you have a lot of Masons today, people in the craft today, they have no knowledge of symbolism. You know, they talking about the occult world and all of this type of shit, and they don't even have the tools. You know, the game is watered down now. What is the secret? These niggas don't even have the capability to have those conversations. You know what I'm saying? That'll be something foreign to them. Hold up. So when we talking about, hold on, I'm gonna take y'all through here real quick. They places right here with the cobblestone roads and this here. These are the same grounds that these people for the early America, and a lot of people still live in a lot of these places where I say they preserved a lot of it. And you go to the big cities, Chicago, New York, things like this here, you'll see the the architect in the buildings, you know, in the turn of the century, they end up putting up skyscrapers and all of this here. And they end up taking away from a lot of the infrastructure that was here. Now, they wanted to break that down because they wanted to give us a story that America wasn't inhabited at a certain point, 1400s, 1600s, coming into present day. Damn bell go off, nigga. Y'all hear that bell going out? That means it's time to feed the slaves. Before that bell go out, it's time for you to eat. I don't feed my slaves till the bell go off. This right here, I think this is a this building right here is I think this is a mail. I think this is a post office. If anybody from out there, let me know. But I walked over there to where this little gate is right here. Look back there. It's a little area you can get in, or what I mean, like a little enclosed area right there. But this old motherfucker right here, they didn't turn it into a post office. This is how I fuck around. Say what you want, but I don't feed my slave till the goddamn bell go off, nigga. Meeting Street. Akuna Matata. Check him out. All right. Oh, he walking over there. Meeting Street. Go. All right. So, look at that motherfucker. Beautiful. Like I said, a lot of people, man, luckily, y'all niggas see this kind of shit every day, though. But, I mean, walk by it and don't think twice of it, you know. If we pull it up, they'll probably say this shit was built in 1902, 1880 or some shit like this. But when you see these type of structures right here, yeah, here you go. U.S. Courthouse and Post Office. The Renaissance Revival building opened 1896. Who built it? Who built that shit in 1896? Look how big the motherfucking bricks is. And wow, it is notable for its association with the U.S. District Judge. Bullshit. Charleston native who served here 1942 and 52. This pretty motherfucker for a nigga. Nigga ain't got enough money. Where they get the flow plans? So this the era of Briggs and Elliott, the first suit to challenge public school segregation in U.S. 1951. Ain't that a bitch? So when we talking about, okay, yeah, that's me walking up on that house. So I want to show y'all, see how that bitch go all the way back here too? And you know the Freemasonry was heavy here. And right here you go to this the National Registry of Historical Places, U.S. Custom House. And what did motherfucker say? Is that 16? Swing it back over there, Chief. I want to get this date off of here. Look like it says 1656. Architects 1655. 1655. Okay. 1655. They say architect 1655. So if this 1655 right here, then what the fuck? The other building around there, they say 1894. And if you look at them, like the same nigga that built that motherfucker, the same nigga built this one. This type of shit. And them hoes just come out here and give us anything. Like that shit we just seen with Obama. The motherfuckers will come tell us anything. And you know, we as a people, that shit gotta be out of here. That shit gotta be dead. Like we ain't even, you know, we done letting these hoes just tell us anything. They done told you nigga, they done packed you up and brought your ass over here as slaves. And a lot of people finding that out to not be true. You dig? So, you know, we gotta salute the progress, you know. You know, I know a lot of people still. So this New York right here, if you look over there, you see these buildings right here. And New York was filled to the motherfucking top. Virginia, going up into the colonies. We'll get there. We'll get there on this video right here. So you can see this here. I put this building right here in the 20th century, but what the fuck is it doing next door to this building? And it's a crying shame. A nigga want to do a crime and can't do it right. Listen, homie. Meaning these motherfuckers tore down a lot of the infrastructure here just so they can create a lie. If we would have seen how America really built, as we see going into the closing of the 1800s, even at the turn of the 20th century, I'm sorry, there was still a lot of infrastructure here. So the people that made the decision to take a lot of this down, so niggas wouldn't ask as many questions, change the dates, change the name of a lot of these places. Now, some still stayed the same. But when you're going into New York, it's a lot of Rome, nigga. New York was a colony in the Holy Roman Empire. The Holy Roman Empire consisted of areas that was taken over by certain people, and these areas will become colonies. So when we get down to the Iroquois, and the government that was already set up in the north. Now, the Iroquois, even going up into with the border of what they call now Canada, they were pushed down by the Mohicans back down into upper New York area and on down. Well, the Iroquois is known for the long houses, but they also known for, when we look into it, I guess I'll bring it out here in the bloodlines of the Guard 6, but you know, we'll just give a little preview for that. But that form of government was democracy. A lot of traits from there will be shared with the Holy Roman Empire. And a lot of people say, well, they migrated over there. Well, you'll have to show us that. Now we understand the connection, but again, that's where the empire comes in. That other people rule other areas that were of the same bloodline, yes. And that's where the answers to the story really is gonna lie. Because from the 1600s on up, that's when they started to play with the records. And I say that because it's 20th century. They didn't have enough time to go back as further as they would have liked to. But tying it up from the 1600s, that's why they put us in that certain. Okay, here go another one right here. Now they say this was built in this Kings County Savings Bank. Founded 1860, they say. And then over here, I think it say 1930 on the other side. But look at these big ass arches. Look at these huge arches and doors. So when we go back to what they're called medieval times, you know, I'm kind of fascinated with medieval times. But one reason, because I know a lot of the stories, Three Musketeers, a lot of these stories they tell and try to convince us, or they'll show us in the movie and tell us that they're taking place in Europe. Well, everything on the other side of the Appalachian Mountains would have been considered Europe. So we get the king, and he's gonna pass 1763 proclamation line. Now the proclamation is gonna separate everyone that's coming on. You could not cross the Appalachians. That was set in stone. Now that was 1763, but before then, we can go 200, 300 years before then. That conversation and that was already being had. They built up around the Appalachians, and the Appalachians kept niggas from the colonies from integrating down. Now, 1763, we see it, but that wasn't the first time that conversation was had. The people on the other side are said to actually built up that Appalachian, which coming from goddamn the Carolinas down in Alabama. Now we're gonna be talking about a whole nother people. Now they're gonna be separated by they're gonna be connected and separated, distinguished by different geographical points, and that's what's going to bring us down into Alabama, or what they call Welsh waters. As we seen, Thomas Jefferson said, you know, one of the talking points of who were these ancient people here. Now, Jefferson and them were excavating mounds, and they wrote about their findings in the mounds. They found giant people. They found giants in these mounds, copper bracelets, all this type of shit on them, helmets on them that like the Olmecs. Now, a lot of people coming out of that southeast area, that Gulf area, well, a lot of these people have bloodline connections to these Phoenicians, these Olmecs. The Olmecs were the Phoenicians. But the Phoenicians tell a story about ancient Atlantis, this highly civilized place. And when we look at the photos, the older photos, you know, we can see a lot of the architect, huge, big ass waterfalls, big, pretty ass statues and shit like this. And then we look up today and say, damn, they knocked all of that down, all of their greatness down, just so they can write themselves in the story and hope niggas will forget. A journey of 1,000 miles began with but a single step. All right, you see the eagles up here. You got the marigolds right here. You look up here, you have the acorn. You see the acorn up there. All right, let's walk. This Brooklyn. Now, Brooklyn have a lot of ancient, well, I won't say a lot, but they have major pieces that's still standing today. Still have major pieces. Their library. That's wild. I'm gonna keep y'all in here too long. But it's everywhere. So that you get New York. New York is huge, man. New York is, you know, I remember I went to Mexico City, man, and I'm like, with actually Teotihuacan, Pyramid of the Sun, and the guy was telling me how many people actually visit the pyramid, and I'm like, man, that's crazy. You ain't even got to advertise it. It's like a magnet. It draws people in. Motherfuckers make pilgrimages there. You feel me? Every year, every week, every weekend. Ain't no slow days. It's like this particular place is something about it that it attracts that many souls to it. That's New York City. You'll take a New York nigga probably see more people in the day than I see in the week. Coming from where I'm coming from, and I'm in one of the top 5 largest cities. Now that's New York. Now let's come over to London. When you're looking at Europe is preserved. I ain't gonna lie, they preserved a lot of this shit. Europe preserved a lot of it. You go to Scotland. Now these are different areas where the Freemasonry is gonna be high, right? So people have to get their charters from England and Scotland in order, to set up shop. But the oldest Freemasonry is gonna come out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, New York, and Boston. In Boston, again, we look at the schools. You take the schools there, you get Harvard and all of this type of shit, right? These in the places that's taking place. You also get their state capital. They also have the cobblestones and shit like this here. But we're in Europe, man. This is London. This is another place where you have a large body of people. The motherfucker is full of traffic. But it is preserved. So Edinburgh, Scotland is the most preserved in the world. They have no skyscrapers. They don't touch none of the old world buildings and none of that. It's mainly in one spot, and then a lot of people commute from work and go back to their homes in the countrysides. But it is so preserved that, that shit look like you back in time. Now this is come on, man. And they say niggas built this. Listen, man. Ain't no regular niggas built this shit. I'm gonna give you a close-up on what made me give up. I had my hopes up high too, man. We're at Buckingham Palace, man. Turn up one time. We're in Buckingham. This right here is Buckingham Palace. Now, you go around London, this motherfucker is. I mean, these castles and like structures. This is all you're gonna see. Yeah, that was Brooklyn right there. Craig say, look in the Creighton Distribution Reservoir, 42nd in New York, built 1842, demolished in 1890. All right, y'all see this shit here? And then in the middle of the I was taken back, boy. I was god damn, this is wild. Oh, let me skip up some. Now y'all notice like this here in Philadelphia. I remember driving into Philly, nigga. The first thing you see, being frank, nigga. As soon as you put it in that motherfucker, that nigga, that's a 36-foot statue. But again, man, like bloodlines of the gods, nigga been talking about these demigods. The sons of God came into the daughters of men. And so that's what's gonna pass the bloodlines down. Now, a lot of these giants were niggas. And New York, you go different places, you'll see them with the giants. Go down to Rockefeller Center, shit like that. You'll see them with the giants on the doors. And not only that, but they're doing masonry. They on them motherfucker carving rock and all this shit here with tools in their hand. Hold on. Y'all see how big that motherfucker that is? Point the camera around, Chief. You see that shit? Right here, you got the cathedral with the clock and the needle going in the sky. Over here, you got the domes. I mean, we can go to Chicago, Ohio, damn near every state capital gonna be built this same way. But then, you know, places like New York, nigga, the motherfuckers just everywhere. But we're gonna go to these my 3 spots: New York, London, and Mexico City. Now, the reason New York don't necessarily look like, London, but it used to. London is just preserved more of the buildings rather than traded them in for motherfucking skyscrapers, right? Motherfuckers, this is what I'm talking about when you got motherfuckers in power and they supposed to be leading or governing. You know, somebody had an idea, how about we just towel this shit down and maybe them niggas won't remember. Look at this shit. You see the columns and all of this shit here was a part of the Holy Roman Empire. Yeah, part of the Holy Roman Empire. Here we go. And they say man came and built this. Nah, 1890s, nah, man. And then on top of that, they want to give all that credit to the people that came over from Ellis Island. And you want to know why? Because a lot of these buildings over there still stand. So when the YT people got over here in the turn of the century, they tried to say that they came to America and built these buildings the same way that Europe was built up. So they wanted to preserve Europe so they can come back and tell you, for one, they wanted you to believe that Europe had more buildings, more of this architect, and really tried to, it was just too many in America. So they said that, you know, these Europeans built like this. This is European architect. When it's the same architect around the world, they just preserve more of it in these different European nations. I mean, from Spain, goddamn Madrid, all through these little European countries. But this right here, let me tell you, I was hoping we did build these motherfuckers. Sister Wonder, what up, though? T-shirt guy, what's up with it, family? I was hoping, listen, fam, I'm telling you, I was hoping we did build it. But then I stood on side of this motherfucker. And I said, oh, nah, that ain't our work. We ain't do this shit. Listen to me, fam. When I stood on side of this hoe right here, I said, nah, ain't no nigga did this. Ain't no nigga did this. Hell nah. Nigga, if you can see what I'm seeing, you know, nigga did this. It was a bad motherfucker who did this. This didn't come from no nigga. It is what it is. Now I want y'all to look at the detail in this motherfucker. The detail, fam, and this bitch is huge. This bitch is long. I mean, everything, top to motherfucking bottom. Look how far it go down, bro. Off the water, off the Thames River, man. You got a bridge right here, then you go down, you got another bridge down there off the Thames River, bro. Look at the inside, the little ankle walking out of that. You feel me? You know how they got them little temples going at the top with it. Yeah. Nah, bro, you come on, fam. How long would it take for a nigga to build it? You got shit all across the street. It ain't never going nowhere. And they can't tear it down because they can't rebuild it. So now the jig is up. Okay, here go another one right here. Check out this cathedral. When I tell you, bro, when you look at the detail, they didn't miss. They symbolism on point. I mean, I don't know who did the numbers, the flow plan, and they'll come through and tell you one person was the architect for this. One person laid out this on how, nah, fam, hell no. Hell nah. You can't close your eyes, nigga. Nigga imagination ain't that good. Rest, little pit stop, little smoke break type shit. And about to head over, man. Last admission is 3:30, so it's like 2 o'clock right now. Yeah, you know the clock. What's the clock? Check this shit out. Here go the green man right here. Hold on, let me pull some up. Hold on. Talk to me, be the one that you need, baby. Talk to me. Let me press play. Let me walk this motherfucker over here, then. A green man. All green men are associated with resurrection. It's agriculture, and it goes back to May. All right, this here the green man. Notice these right here, the marigolds and shit around them. Hold on, let's bounce over here. Bloodlines of the God. Part 2. Let's walk with me. As we see him being greeted, as we look down, this comes from down there high. This in the rotunda. You find the same temple. If there's gonna be some secrets here, it's the state capitol right here. Same architect. Remnants of the old world, man. The gateway to the old world. Shit they tried to bury to close us out. Some messages if we have to read between the lines. Well, I think we'll find that this at the Capitol, the U.S. Capitol. I mean, if we're looking at all these major buildings, Roslyn, Notre Dame, we got all these beautiful buildings. What about the United States Capitol? See what they got in there. Time has taken its toll of the United States Capitol stone, but our preservation effort will restore even the fine details hand carved by artisans. The more complex items are being recreated by stone carvers on site. Okay. They mixed and matched, and that's from Franklin and Bradley, December 1526, coming out of the architect of the Capitol. Let's walk and talk. As we come in here, we find the rose. Okay. We find the flower. In Florida, here go the rose right here. Reach is called in the Aztec, F-L-O-R, flor, and it means flower. So here we'll get that depiction up here. Sundial at the top and the flower. Let's walk. Now notice this right here. This marigold right here. Back here, what we see? The same thing is obviously coming out, and we had a flower up here. Also carved in the side, we had a rose. Okay. We had a rose inside here. Here, we're covered in the roses as well. And we have the Virgin standing here. Also, if you look down, she's standing on top of, this is gonna be a dragon. You see the horns coming out right there. So some people say he's standing on top of the devil. As you notice, the angels right here on the side is packed with the marigold roses going all around, surrounded by angels. Now, here's Kukulkan of the Mayans. Going back to these serpent deities right here, who were known to be the creator gods. Now I know a lot of y'all heard of the reptilians and the dracons and shit like that, right? The dracons and the dragons. Let's walk. And if we look here, coming all over his eye, as we come here in the U.S. Capitol with the rose here. So I see the rose, I already know what I'm looking for. And as we come through here, the same picture. The only thing is they don't have the serpent sticking out. But the serpent, if you follow his ear, hold on, let me pull it up, see if I can get that a little closer. And let's start here. Come on the outside. Over the brow. Over his eye. Check. Now we come here on the inside. Y'all see right here, look at his eye right here on the right side. And right when you change, look on the side right here. Still the same depiction. Still right here under it, you see the teeth. These carvings under make out the teeth. But it's the depiction of the dragon, the representation, symbolic. See it right here coming out. Without actually showing the dragon. You actually have to know what you're looking at. Check. The same shit. When I come from this side, the same shit. Right here, as we go through these different chapels. Hey, hold on, time out. Fuck this. Hold on. Who is this nigga? Hey, Papa Billionaire, what's up? What you got going on, nigga? What the fuck so funny? Papa Billionaire, what's up with it, homie? What you got going on? Papa Gun, I am a billionaire, nigga. What's up, homie? What you got going on, nigga? What's cracking? All this motherfucking kiki kakan in my motherfucking classroom, nigga. What's happening? OG Air walking, what's up with it? Yeah, we just gonna do it like this here. I can't stop laughing. You could have kept that to yourself, nigga. Get your motherfucking ass up out of here. Before I go get Michael Jordan to dig in your ass, boy. All right, let's walk. And we come here to the architect in the U.S. Capitol. Same as that. Fucking ass up out of here, nigga. Right here, this the glass at Chartres right here in France. I want to go there one day. I'm gonna go there one day. Bars. And right here next to is the U.S. Capitol. And so I said, man, we ain't gotta look too far. Yeah, I ain't gotta look for him. He gone. Kicked him in his ass. Symbol of the signs over there, and if it's universal, we'll have it over here. We go knock on the United States Capitol door, and then that bitch balling and shot calling. Here's Chartres Chapel right here. Balling, yeah, they balling out right. And in the middle, you can see the depiction of the rose of the sun down. Then they're balling out right. You know how them women they want the scissor. You got them elites in there scissoring. Yeah, they want to go. They want to scissor, pussy to pussy. The elite in the back room in there, too much money, bored, been running shit too long. They want to play with dick. Right in the center. Y'all gonna see them everywhere. All people. You're gonna start seeing them everywhere. Everything you're looking at. Pop Billy. Again, we have it here. This is San Andreas Capitol, and this is in Mexico. Y'all ass right here, you have the stained glass windows of Chartres Cathedral. The North Rosewood window. The window is the window has a full theme. The Old Testament prophecies being fulfilled with Mary and their instrument Okay, very, very important. Pay attention to this right here. This stained glass window here at Chartres is coming out of World Encyclopedia. This is big shit to them out there. So this the theme of an Old Testament prophecy being fulfilled with Mary as their instrument. Hence, the central panel depicts Jesus Christ as a child with Mary. This centerpiece is encircled by 12 elliptical panels showing 4 doves, 8 angles, then a circle of 12 diamond-shaped panels depicted at the 12 kings of Judah, Christ's ancestors. The outer ring of the semicircular panels show the 12 minor prophets. Between the square semicircles or quarterfile panels, the fleur-de-lis, the French royal coat of arms, reminded that the windows was dominated by the Queen Blanche of Castile, the mother of King Louis. And the so they walk. What are they talking about? And that is some beautiful, beautiful artwork. They done whitewashed it. Yeah, they done whitewashed. He's the architect of this hidden science because it's all into astrology. It's all symbolizing something. A lot of this here is esoteric information where you can build something and the story will stay forever. The message will stay forever. And they built it under the laws of this science. And here's the Royal Arch in Masonry, which we'll find all over. And this is the Royal Arch depicted by Lawrence Dermont. The illustration is from the Register of Excellent Masters, date 1783, by courtesy of the United Grand Lodge. Right here, we see it in San Andreas, Kaplan. Hey, what's up, homie? Who are you? Fuck are you, Nick? We had history before iffy Google. Hey, look at it. Hey, what was funny about that? What you just said? Hey man, if you a kid, you need to go lay your ass down. You got school in the morning. How? What the fuck is you in here kiki and about some shit you said? Like you just said some hell of a shit. Say man, don't come disrupting my motherfucking classroom. You gonna get your ass up out of here. You talking about some Google, nigga? All the videos that I just showed, nigga, that's me, fool ass nigga. I'm holding the camera. You can get your ass up and up out of here anyway. You was talking to somewhere else. Okay, goddamn, I just said who you was talking to. My bad. The Arch. Oh man, you know what? I don't know what this called. This little basket, like the Thanksgiving thing, but I always they're going back and forth. Okay. But, it's right there in the masonry. And they say, yeah, the whitewash is so frustrating and deliberately done. We get to those stained glass windows, we just acknowledge the greatness of our ancestors. That's exactly what it was. We're gonna show you how it's. See right here, you see these depictions up there. Those are YT people in the stained glass windows today. Hold on. Okay, right here. You know, see it? Look at the top right here. Nigga got a crown on, blonde hair, and blue eyes and shit. Now let's walk it down. When we get to them stained glass windows we was just reading about. What's up with it? Let's walk.
We'll describe in a second. And they have some considerable importance in the present-day craft of Freemasonry. Over the 40 years, there is a beautiful road with I haven't got a picture to show you, my apologies. But underneath it are 5 lances. That's very difficult to see in this light. But on the far side is our old friend Melchizedek again. Next to him is David. In the middle is a female figure, I'll leave to last. Then we have Solomon, and then we have Aaron. All spiritual initiates, all spiritual teachers. The figure in the middle is labeled St. Anne, who, according to church tradition, was Jesus' grandmother, the mother of his mother Mary. There are a couple of problems with this one. He's black.
Okay, shout out to the homie. Who was that? Just said they are whitewashing in Indonesia. Say they are whitewashing is frustrating and deliberately done to throw us off and discourage us from acknowledging the greatness of our ancestors. That's a fact. So this guy right here say those stained glass windows, who they said tells a Old Testament story of Mary, and then it depicts Jesus. So it's talking about the bloodline, and that Jesus was actually a historical figure, not a goddamn sun in the sky. Thank you, smart ass niggas, but no thank you. Make the shit make a little sense. You feel me? We out here talking about, oh, it's the sun in the sky. Goddamn it, he a sun god. That don't mean he the goddamn sun, nigga. These niggas be so goddamn smart. All right, let's walk.
She also has a very distinctive and very specific.
Nah, hold on. Wind there, because somebody else just came in. We heard that. Bars. Give me a reason. I said bars. Listen, everybody that we have went through was like Naomi say, black. So yeah, this is a melanated story. These systems, this bloodline of the gods is said to come through the melanated woman, and it was passed down through the melanated family. Brings us up to Black European history. Yeah, that nigga need to comb his eyebrow. Early Black European history. Elders say that nigga need to comb his eyebrow. Nigga, how old your ass is? That nigga need to go bald. That nigga top is off. And his eye, that nigga got more hair on his eyebrows than he do his motherfucking head. But goddamn it, he's spitting. He kicking some knowledge. Go on, tell us some more. Queen Scotia said to come from Egypt, coming into Europe. So they're saying what's up with the coming through Europe, or actually coming out of Egypt. No, say that nigga the goddamn KFC. Also have these lines that are going into France and creating this European nation. The check. Let's walk. But the problem is, they're black.
I've got a problem with this one. He's black. He also has a very distinctive and very specific halo, which I'd never noticed. And I was leading a crowd of priests through Chartres Cathedral, and one of them pointed up and said, why has St. Anne got the Magdalene sailor? Now, the Magdalene, according to tradition, was the daughter of John the Baptist, who was black. She was also the wife of Jesus and the mother of his children. So maybe that's how they snuck in this one and got it away without being persecuted by the church by labeling it as St. Anne.
So now John the Baptist was black, and Jesus married John the Baptist's daughter. That's what this guy just told us. And his proof, his evidence, are the stained glass windows in Chartres. And they hid the imagery of the women to avoid troubles with the church.
Principle of wisdom again. West front of Notre Dame de Paris, the Scala Philosophorum, the philosopher's ladder. A representation almost precise of the Greek goddess Sophia, with the philosopher's ladder resting against her breast and two books in her hand. One open for all to see, one closed for the initiate ceremony.
So the two books she had, one is open. That's that. You got esoteric and exoteric. You got one for the masses, And you got one for the circle inside the circle.
Precise of the Greek goddess Sophia, with the philosopher's ladder resting against her breast, and 2 books in her hand. One open for all to see, one closed for the initiates only. In other words, there are 2 streams of knowledge informing European culture. The obvious, the open, church, and then behind that, the hidden streams of spirituality. This one.
So you got the church. That's the one open for everybody. And then in the back, you got that's for initiates on spirituality, not religion. The one that's closed is spirituality. The one that's open is religion.
It's slightly later than Templar period. It's 14th century, and it's to be found in Chartres Cathedral, and it's called Notre Dame de Pilar. And it's built on a specific energy site within the cathedral. And if you kneel down in front of that.
So y'all seen that what they're called the Black Madonna? That's in that same place with the stained glass windows. So what you call them, daughter John the Baptist, and also dark skin image of the real Mary.
That pillar, and bring your hands together towards the.
And it sits on top of an energy center. As we spoke about the energy vortexes and energy centers earlier, as we spoke about what's under a motherfucker's feet. From the resources, not only the resources, but the energy.
You will feel the bolt of energy going through you. And she's black. And she's
black.
Always.
And she's black. That nigga, that guy, that. And she's black. They don't like that. But let's walk. This is why them niggas don't want to talk about it. And then they get our people, or motherfuckers that's supposed to be in representation of us, to come bring us back to bullshit, to keep us away from this.
The obvious, the open, church, and then behind that, the hidden streams of spirituality. There's a degree of serenity in our eyes, and bring your hands together towards the pillar. You will feel the bolt of energy going through you. And she's black. And she's always garbed in a way so that it's almost a triangle. And as often as not, those clothes are green, the color of initiation. This is a replica of the Black Madonna that used to reside in the crypt at Chartres. It's a replica because the original was destroyed during the French Revolution.
During the French Revolution.
There's a degree of serenity in her eyes and her features, which is quite startling. And remember, black is the Egyptian color for wisdom.
There's a problem. She's black. So right here we have Saint Anne, mother of the Virgin Mary, and in these different nations on the other side of the world, they just love them. Some of that black woman, man. That melanated goddess. Saint Anne, the mother of Virgin Mary, according to tradition, derives from the certain apocryphal writing. Saint Anne is one of the patron saints of Brittany in Canada, and a woman in labor. Okay, now the Chatiers are that specific site where they hold the stained glass windows, and also Mary, the Black Madonna, what they'll call it, but it's a symbol of what is called Marianism. Marianism is the worship of a Mary. And a lot of these stories we'll get, whether it's Queen Scotia, whether it's the story of Mary Magdalene fleeing, whether it's the story of Jesus and Mary's daughter, Kali. Kali is also said to sailed and went to a specific place. You got Queen Mu, the story of Queen Mu,
well, she went off and landed actually in Asia first, left Asia and made her way to Egypt and was worshipped there as what's Heru mama? Osiris gal, Isis. So Laplacian, he wrote about this. Hold on, let's go over here. Let's bounce over here real quick. I'm gonna get y'all up out of here. All right, right here. According to Masonic historians, Freemasonry is based on the principles and values of ancient Egypt. The most important principle of Freemasonry is that they trace as ancient Egypt is the belief of materialistic evolution. The theory of evolution is based on belief of the universe. Now, Laplacian is going to write a book, Sacred Mysteries Among the Mayas and the Quiches, 11,500 years ago. Their relationship to sacred mysteries of Egypt, Greece, Chaldea, Indian, Freemasonry, and the Temple of Solomon. So he's going to write a book and say Freemasonry, actually, which he was a Mason himself, spent 30 years in the Yucatan studying with the Yucatec Mayas, learned their language and everything. And he speaks about Queen Mu and the Egyptian Sphinx. And he's going to say Queen Mu left the Americas and ended up in Egypt, where they worshiped her as Christ. And a lot of those practices that they say the Egyptians practice are actually sacred ceremonies that the Mayans hold yearly. All right, let's bounce back over here. Let's get over here let's get back to the old world. So we did all of that to show the goddamn marigolds, these plants. And also, this is the green man right here. If you look right here closer at the flower, it's called a marigold. It's a marigold flower. I always bring it up. We were in New Orleans, and it was full of marigolds. Bloodlines of the God. How long have we been teaching about this? Been showing that it's bloodlines of the God too. Here goes coastal arms right here. Now the coastal arms not gonna come into the medieval time, to the medieval period. Do y'all recognize any of those on y'all flags? What's up, Virginia? Oh, okay. Now let's come down. Now all of these were swapped out. All of these, if you see they're a little lighter and everything. They're a little lighter and out of place. You see everything in here is to the T. To the T. Look like they traced this shit. All the numbers add up. And then they just throw these motherfuckers in there any which kind of way. Bloodlines of the gods. You can be a Moor, you can be an idiot, a Hebrew, or any of these other things. DC. Right, we're gonna walk in. It has the same Washington, D.C. Yeah, that's in the state capitol. Right up under them, that's gonna be in the state capitol. Bricks. Playing the dragon. This is another dragon right here that's getting slayed. Is that a gargoyle? Is that a reptile dish? We got gargoyles and all this type of stuff. They go the lions right there holding it down.
And we finna go in.
Now check it out. So right here, you see them lions right there? See the pillars, the steps. Got the clock on the wall over here. Holy Roman Empire. Bloodlines of the go at 6, man.
Inside the edge, still a lot of traffic. But on the inside,
look at that shit, man. Look how it's built up, bro. Look at the details in it. Carved inside of the wall. These were master builders.
I never saw one in
Look at this shit. Look how huge these gates are. Them hoes too big to open. What we gonna open them at? I guess they had the little button where the gates just open and let you in. Shout out to the stewards. Shout out to Virginia. Hold on. Let's go up. Watch this here. You got the Great Britain flag. Got your red flag right here. You see this helmet? Then you got the line right here. Holy Roman Empire. This was a colony or jurisdiction of the Holy Roman Empire. And no, I'm not saying the Romans built these. I'm saying these buildings been there as long as the Romans been there. Look at this shit. And you see all of the people that it attract. It's like New York. It don't matter, bro. That place is like a magnet. It's an energy vortex. Humans are always going to be in that area. It's no different than here. No different than right here in London. It's something about it. That motherfucker, people just gravitate there. This right here is the Brooklyn Museum. As you see, that motherfucker is ancient. So they're just using them. They're not getting the same energy out of the earth, the organic energy out of the earth. They're not getting that, the organic energy. All right, let's push up. All right, when come on, man, stop playing. Stop playing, man. We're in the upper colonies with it, man. Tonio say Romans formed the buildings after the reset. Well, now the reset didn't go on right then. But yeah, the Romans did come in and, you know, they did find them. They didn't build them. Y'all see that shit? That shit beautiful, though. Here go the dome up here. We're at Yale University. We're in New Haven, Connecticut, man. Turn up.
I
I apologize. What's too long? Shout out to Connecticut, man. New Haven, a city on the hill. We have King William Lansing, born 1782 or 83, they say, died 1851. Slavery existed in Connecticut. What kind of slavery? American Indian slavery. Yale University themselves came out and apologized about it. William was a freeman. He was free. Maybe a slave master. In New Haven, a city of 800 freemen. He was a master builder, widely respected for his leadership in the community. It's not on YT. Y'all just heard the guard tell us that New Haven belonged to us, but the college brings in all of the other people. With others, he founded the Temple Street Church, known as Dixel Congregation. He was in leadership of the pension campaign in Connecticut General Assembly, who voted for freedmen, the slogan, no taxation without representation. That's King, okay? Let's walk. He was appointed by the abolitionist mayor, James Hilton, who also was a melanated man. Will, what up, like King? Pierre. So a Lord's vessel to unload the dock. 1825, he was elected as what? Black governor of the state of Connecticut. So they have something called Negro, what? William Lansing was leading member of New Haven Committee, a national campaign that was the first Negro college in the United States. And this is why they say New Haven is home to the first HBCU. That's where that statement comes from. This is an Ivy League school, but all Ivy League schools from Princeton, Yale, Harvard, all was founded as Indian schools. Yale itself was established as an Indian school. The committee, like I said, the first HBCU, and he built Liberian Hotel on Worcester Square, which he owned. The hotel served as a refuge for runaway slaves, traveling black workers. This brought down the wards of the city authorities and constantly harassed him with false charges. He was penalized and imprisoned him, seized his property. As a result, William Lansing ended up in poverty and died. So everybody acknowledged the fact that New Haven and Connecticut, these people they call colonists or whatever, well, these people were from the colonies. And even the people that came through there, like they said, it served as a safe haven. But these niggas are in castles. And he ain't the only nigga. In the Peabody Museum, they have a whole section just for people that come out of New Haven. And it's all niggas. They have a whole section for that. This was a nigga town, like the guard say. He say New Haven is and always has been a town with people that look like us. It just the school attracts people that don't look like us. You know what? Hold on. They said thank you to the Star Committee, which we passed in the city. But it's 2020. But man, I want to shake your hand, homie. Cause you had to do some real shit, for them to come back and take it all from you. So you had to be standing with the people. And man, it's an honor to be standing here with you. From a chief to a chief, you did. Yeah. Push out. Ticket, All right, right here. Here go another one of these dome structures. Now, this is dirt old. They were saying this right here is dirt old. And right in front of you, what you got? The eagle. All right, you got the eagle. Holy Roman Empire been through this motherfucker, huh? Now this, they all on the rooftop with it. Oh, look at London. Hold on. I want to show you something. Remember we talking about the sons of God came into the daughters of man. All right, you see this up here? These big giant ass niggas. See him right here with his sword tucked. Big old giant, and he's swole in the motherfucker. It's 3. BD say what they said. This Mexico City. So from I say this look more like this in London, and in between the both of them, they have the most museums in the world. But you see these huge niggas up here. They not just up there. The motherfuckers been up there. You feel me? So when they building Ramesses and all of that, nah, man, they building them huge like that. They talking about, oh, they just wanted to venerate them. Bullshit, nigga. Them niggas are made in their image. Them big old niggas, they people them built this shit. That's why it's huge. Look at the walkways and shit. The doors. Again, Mexico City. The reason why now they connect New York, London, and Mexico City. The reason why New York, if we go back in time before we go back to the 1800s and up, you will see New York preserved, Chicago, San Francisco, all of these places. The largest state capital is here in Texas. It's in Austin, Texas. Largest state capital. You got to go on there on a weekday, and they'll let you up. They'll let you up inside of there. You can go all the way up to where the bell lit. But yeah, just like the European nations, they actually preserved a lot of theirs. Cuba had a lot of this set up down there, and a lot of people will look at it and say, "But damn, man, that whole little gateway back in the day, beautiful, man. You see these structures standing up, and you know how close Miami and Cuba is. You come across that water, man, you see these structures sticking up in the sky." Look like New York, don't it? Like London. They have a joint like that in Constantinople as well. Paris have a lot of these buildings. And look at all of the traffic. Look at all of the foot traffic. Big populations like New York. That shit is beautiful, man. Look at them niggas at the top. They got at the top of the building. Beautiful, man. This a preview the bloodlines of the go at 6. You did preview the bloodlines of the go at 6. I pray say ancient skills on display. OG Eric Walking in the building. He say, and the ones in Cuba was built by Buffalo soldiers. Shout out to Buffalo soldiers. They ended up winning down in Cuba. And Roosevelt tried to take the credit. They made it up the hill, goddamn. And YT boys tried to get the credit. And they own people and them came out and said if it wasn't for the Buffalo soldiers, they would have never won that battle. And that's big boys. Man, I love y'all. Appreciate y'all coming through, giving me y'all time, man. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. That's my time. The legendary Big Chief Top Cat.
Talk to me. Already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy.
Oh, love.
Come be the man I need. Tell me you got something to give. I kinda like it when you call me wonderful. Whatever the time to talk, it is.
Hey, look at who forever. Lie me forever. Who a clown, fam? Who you talking to? Put a stamp on that. Put a stamp on that. Who a clown? Cause your ass been sitting in the chat since we came on, so we get to the end. Who you talk? Put a stamp on that. We don't do that scary shit, nigga. You ain't finna come in here and hide in the comments, hoe ass nigga. Yeah, put a stamp on that, bitch. What we doing, nigga? You talking to somebody in here? Everybody in here is gang, nigga. So if anybody in here is a clown, nigga, let us look at this shit, nigga. Put a stamp on it, hoe ass nigga. Now what we doing, bitch? You better carry your funky ass down the road, nigga. We ain't doing that. You in the wrong spot, homie. We ain't never seen you before, neither, nigga. You gonna get your bitch ass body slammed on your motherfucking collarbone, nigga. Who you talking to, cuz? Bitch ass up out of here, nigga. Turn up.
Talk to me, talk to me.
Okay.
Already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy.
Hey.
Come be the man I need.
Let's go.
Tell me you got something
Hold
to give.
on.
I kinda like it when you call me wonderful. Whatever the time to talk, it is. Come on, then. I gotta know you're meant to be the man I need. Talk to me. Talk to me, talk to me. Be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me, be the man that I need. Talk to me, be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me, be the man.
Let's go.
Like to think you feel the same way.
Yeah.
I can't tell with you sometimes. So baby, let's get on the same page. Stop making me read between the lines. Already know I can leave it on your own mind. Already gave you the time and the place, so don't be shy. Come be the man I need. Tell me you got something to give. I want it. Kinda like it when you call me wonderful. Whatever the time to talk, it is. Come on, man.
Let's go.
I know you're meant to be the man I need. Talk to me. 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 Be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me. Be the man that I need. Talk to me. Be the man that I need, baby. Talk to me. Be the man.
Yeah. Hold up. they were asking, you know, oh, no. I'm gonna sit there so we can get up out of here. They go, what we doing? What we doing? All right, there we go. That'll work. Listen up and make it. Listen up and make it. Yeah.
Whatever that fuck Get a soul and start from. Spend a day to get my mind blown. Just it up and go to NASA. 200 miles on the dash. Gotta roll a pound up the gas. Put your legs in the Grand Rapids. We're the ones kept cool without the niggas till you niggas start acting. Shoot a nigga like Phil Miller. Go your path. Falling like a marshmallow. All these cops shoot a nigga tragic. I don't wanna live in lavish. Like I'm playing for the Mavericks. I don't want for the business, might have made me for her, even though she average. Dirty money in the cook. The 45 by my good. When y'all nigga in the cook. Take you out for some joints. Counter spot, no rush. I'm on one way flush. Loud patch, smelling mud. These fucking police can't touch me. Fucking police can't touch me. Fucking niggas can't touch me. I try to press you when the GBS. I try to fall like it was a shit. Try to fall like it was a shit. If it up and on and offset. Fuck a cougar like she had it. She hit the dirt spray, that you did. Dirty soul and I'm stuck from. Spend a day to get my mind blown. Listen up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. Gotta roll a pound up the gas. Put your names in the Grand Rapids. We're the ones that kept it cool without the niggas till you niggas start acting. Show a nigga like Phil Miller, moving nigga, gon' let him have it. We ballin' like March Madness. All these cops shoot a nigga tragic. I don't wanna live in lavish. Like I'm playing for the Mavericks. I don't want it for the business, might have made me for me, even though she average. Fuck on the basic bitch. We gon' wake up and smoke up some blunt and fuck. She gon' keep it so real with a nigga that I'ma come back and always go fuck with her. In the curb and the spray like a motor bus. I was working and serving in Nautica. I get high till I'm higher than Mercury.
Yeah.
Fuck around, teach you that recipe.
Yeah.
Fuck around, you niggas say huh like a nigga with Julie. Soon as they work hit the city, we move it. Turn up and honest and shoot us and move it. Turn up and honest and shoot us and move it. Played it two-sided cover just in case a nigga ever gotta use it. Get a play to go to Florida.
Let's go. Urban, what up, though?
Got a rough pound up the gas. Put your names in the Grand Rapids. We're the ones that kept it cool without the niggas till you niggas start acting. Shoot a nigga like Phil Miller, moving nigga, gon' let him have it. We ballin' like March Madness. All these cops shoot a nigga tragic. I don't wanna live in lavish. Like I'm playing for the Mavericks. I don't want it for the business, might have made me for her, even though she average. But the niggas can't touch me. I try to press you in the BBS. I try to feel like it was shit. Try to feel like it was shit. Fuck a cougar like she had it there. Future hit this dirty spray, legendary. Spend a day to get my mind blown. Dress it up and go to Nassau. 200 miles on the dash. Gotta roll a pound up the gas. Put your names in the Grand Rapids. We're the ones that kept it cool without the nigga till you niggas start acting. Shoot a nigga like Phil Miller, moving nigga, gon' let him have it. We ballin' like March Madness. All these cops shoot a nigga tragic. I don't wanna live in lavish. Like I'm playing for the Mavericks. I don't want it for the business, might have made me for her, even though she average.
Hey, man, we want to wish a happy early birthday, man, to the fam. Y'all give him a happy early birthday. Turn up one time. He said he wanted to hear that we been here on the way out. Let's go.
God, the spirits rise.
Yeah.
Smoke curling like ancestors whispering in the skies. Dr. Sebi in my left ear saying heal from inside. This ain't no new land, we the ones they try to deny. Before Columbus ever dreamed of ship to steer, we was building mountains, doing rituals with no fear.
You pray out, man, happy birthday.
That's a triangle of soul, but the map been clear. Second lines ain't parades, that's ancestral rights. Tambourines and feathers under full moonlight. We ain't immigrants now, we the original. original mind. Built pyramids and bone flutes before Rome took flight. Top cat said it loud, stop begging for permission. Our culture ain't missing, it's just deep in tradition. We ain't African cause they told us we remember the mission. The land speaks Creole, soul food and intuition. We've been here through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. In the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. We've been here, oh yeah, we've been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. It's our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing truth through the pain and the tears. Granny sat me down, roll something slow. Shit, when you puff, give thanks, let the cosmos know. I inhale the jungle, exhale the flow. Spitting stories that the textbook still scared to show. So God lit like a torch from ancient rites. Aromas like prayers to the Orishas at night. New Orleans ain't a tourist tale, it's black divine. Where the jazz horns spend time and the spirits align. Forget Columbus, we was dancing the stars. Trading turquoise, dripping culture and bars. Drums talking codes, spirits moving cars. Look close, the past ain't gone, it's just behind these stars.
Happy birthday,
Congo Square, the trendy porches. We built this land, no need for endorsements. The Mardi Gras beads ain't just for decor. That's so long, homie, we was gods before war. We been here through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. In the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. This our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing truth through the pain and the tears. Through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. In the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. It's our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing truth through the pain and the tears. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. It's our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing truth through the pain and the tears. Like that Honduran cigar, the spirits rise. Smoke curling like ancestors whispering in the skies. Dr. Sebi in my left ear saying heal from inside. This ain't no new land, we the ones they try to deny. Before Columbus ever dreamed the ship to steer, we was building mounds, doing rituals with no fear. From Yucatan to Galveston, New Orleans near. That's the triangle of soul, but the map been clear. Second lines ain't parades, that's ancestral rights. Tambourines and feathers under full moonlight. We ain't immigrants now, we the original mind. Built pyramids and bone flutes before Rome took flight. Top cat said it loud, stop begging for permission. Our culture ain't missing, it's just deep in tradition. We ain't African cause they told us we remember the mission. The land speaks Creole, soul food and intuition. We been here through the blood and the drum, through the elders, the chants and the kiss of the sun. Smoke rise from the leaf, yeah, we talk to the sky. In the ancestors' rhythm, we never die. We been here, oh yeah, we been here. Way before they wrote their lives, we still live. It's our home, not a place we disappear. Jaheim singing truth through the pain and the tears. Granny sat me down, roll something slow. Said when you puff, give thanks, let the cosmos know. I inhale the jungle, exhale the flow. Spitting stories that the textbook still scared to show. So God lit like a torch from ancient rites. Aromas like prayers to the Orishas at night.
Hey, they say we having class tomorrow. Nah, tomorrow we got a show tomorrow. We got a show tomorrow. But for the class, the people who had the class, I added all of them to the class already, like 2 days ago. But we can do we can probably do something Sunday though, but I'll just be showing that class that we had, and then I'll just add the new people to it. But we'll do it Sunday because tomorrow we gotta go get on the battlefield, man. Slaying that iron tomorrow. So I wanted to come out here, tap in with y'all at the same time. You know, get a little warm up, man. I've been out the game for a little minute, so I just want to get a couple shots up, you know, and yeah, get ready for tomorrow night. But we can do some Sunday, but it's a lot of people already have it. Already have the class, they already seen it. But they can come in Sunday too. We get some more people who want to do it. We can watch that Sunday, or I can just add y'all to it. Y'all let me know what y'all want to do though.
Orleans ain't a torch tale, it's Black Divine. Where the jazz horns been time.
Yeah, it's fight week Saturday.
Forget Columbus, we was dancing in stars. Trading turquoise, dripping culture in bars. Drums talking codes, spirits moving cars.
Yeah, I got some frames. Matter of fact, all the birthday people in here, y'all message me and send me y'all information, and I'm gonna send y'all some frames for y'all birthday. So let me know. I'm gonna ask y'all which ones y'all have and which ones y'all want, and I'll send them out. You know, that's for me to y'all. Shout out to South Woo. Shout out to Dr. Dana Berry. Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time. Dr. Dana Berry, Sunday, 7 p.m. Central Time. But I add you to it tonight. You, Matt, it's like 3 of y'all I need to add to it. But yeah, y'all get that. Y'all get the second part. It's like 2.5 hours. I'm trying to get out of them 4-hour motherfuckers. I don't know if they too big for y'all. Y'all ain't give me no need you. What you want, goddamn it? I see what I got in there for you. What you want? I see what I got for you, though. Friends say that's drive-by king. Nah, I mean, you gotta think about it, man. I really want to come back in the new year, man, which would be next month, spring break. You feel me? You know, we got a lot of time left in this year, so right now, you know what I'm saying? I've been doing this long enough to know not to turn up right now in the first quarter. You know, we can get some work done in spots, and we can get some work. Like, you know, I've been traveling and shit. So I'm getting shit for later on in the year. So I've been traveling, you know, while I've been gone. I ain't just been gone and just sitting on my ass. Now I've been running around the world. You know, we ain't got to post and all of that type of shit. You know, I just been here long enough to know in this time right here, I ain't really finna go too hard this first quarter. So we break it down in 90 days. Every 90 days, that's a quarter. And we got 4 quarters in the year. So right now, still a time for a nigga to be hibernating, getting his thoughts together, getting the plan together, you feel me? On what we want this year to look like, and laying down that groundwork, and then just working off of it. You know, it's a lot of people, they just show back up and they ain't got they not even conscious of these things. And by the end of the year, you know, we gonna already be up, and then we just gonna finish strong. You feel me? So right now, you know, going to grab information. So when we in the later parts of the year, we can bring it out. You know what I'm saying? Structure our plan, what we want our year to look like. I want to do a pyramid tour this year. You feel me? I want to get back on the pyramid shit. So we skipped like a year. So I think it's about time for us to head back down to the pyramids, man, take another group down there. You know, so I think I'm gonna push everything else to the side. You know, all the shit that a nigga wanted to do, I want to get back to, you know what I'm saying, us taking these pilgrimages back over to the pyramids, you know what I'm saying? And get more and more people down there to have that experience, you did?
Stars look close, the past ain't gone, it's just behind these stars. From Congo Square to Trammy porches, we built this land, no need for endorsements. The Mardi Gras beads ain't just for decor, that's soul armor, homie, we was God.
They say we in part two. Part two came out, this week? So, yeah, that's why I say it's people already have part 2. So, let me see something. Yeah, it's people already got that motherfucker, so yeah, we gotta get y'all niggas together, man. I've been gone, man, and hold on, I'll play a little clip of that motherfucker. Close the pads ain't gone just behind these dogs. Congo, Puerto, Trinity, Porty. Damn, I thought I was okay. Ladies and Babingtons help bring forth the Sierra Leone.
Fascinating because, of course, they intermingle and create their own, not just cultures, but languages. And much of what we know about Africans actually comes from the records of not just the Sierra Leone Company, but the Sierra Leone
Colony. Yeah, this is the point right here,
1810 down to 1850 or so.
So now we're going to the African Colonization Society because Sierra Leone Company failed. They used the same guy, Paul Cuffey, who was Narragansett Indian.
Yeah, that's right.
And they used him to catapult this because he was a shipbuilder in Martha's Vineyard. He
inaugural guy, yeah.
Man. See, usually I wouldn't do this, you know. I don't really fuck with niggas like that, but today I'm a little generous. So I let y'all meet my homeboy Richard Abbott. Today I got a very, very good friend of mine who I want to introduce to you. He's the one. He's the only one of the greatest whalers of all time, greatest sailors of all time. One of the richest men in his day, coming out of Cuddy Hunt. He taught shipbuilding in Martha's Vineyard. He was great beneficial with the Sierra Leone Company 1777, who hired him out for his expertise in welding, shipbuilding, and seafaring. He goes by none other, Society of Friends. He's known to the world as Paul Cuffey, but his real name is Paul Slocum. His family is the Religious Society of Friends. When I got here, I told you niggas this feel very Quakerish. I said, what in the Freemasonry is going on here? I just felt it in my soul. Woo! Good, the sweet baby Jesus. The C connects her, Captain Paul Cuffey, Captain Paul Slocum. And he was an Indian. His wife was an Indian. Paul Cuffey Jr. was an Indian. I bow, go to strip club, we throw money in the that's nothing. 100,000 in the strip club, nothing. Bad bitches. This Paul Slocum, Society of Friends. Religious Society of Friends, Quakers. Bars. All right, let me get a picture of this nigga.
That article for you because I'm gonna look up that article for you because there's some folks from.
This is Martha's Vineyard right here. The Cuffey family. Shout out to Ebenezer for the footage.
Narragansett.
So the Belaine, that would be the same family as the Slocum. What was his name? I have to look again.
Yeah, so that a lot of times.
Okay, yeah. So Maurice Slocum Belaine is related to the other two people.
Sunday, man. We'll meet up Sunday, and people want to get the class. I'll put the link down there. But yeah, that's Sunday, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Appreciate everybody pulling up. That I need. Yeah, that's my time, man. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool. Good night, ladies. You got your own notification. Okay. I got your ass on there too. How about that? Oh yeah, Carissa and them do fight Sunday. Yeah, Carissa gonna beat her ass again. Make it look like an old woman, fucking around and retire. Yeah. We gone. Yeah, we gonna watch it with the fam too, Dane. So yeah, everybody can come in there. All y'all who already got it, y'all can come in there. Damn, Sunday probably not bad to do it Sunday. I'll let y'all know tomorrow if we can work out a move Saturday then. Well, now the big fight on Saturday. I'd rather do it Sunday. We'll probably still get it in. Carissa and them ain't gonna. There's gonna be a weak ass fight card. It's only 2 hours, so we ought to be out by the time the fight come on. So we'll do it like that. So Sunday, we still on for Sunday. Saturday, you know, that whole card goes stupid. That whole card goes stupid. Shout out to the homies out of DC, man. So we'll see them in the building. And that's gonna be a good fight right there. I'm looking forward to that right there. Gary Antoine. Yeah. That's gonna be a good fight. He fighting the SA nigga undefeated, nigga hitting hard than a motherfucker. Not an SA, I'm thugging. But yeah, Ryan Garcia, they fight Saturday. Man, that whole card gonna be stacked. Little Africa is in New York. He gonna squabble up. That's gonna be a good fight, and they fighting for the belt. So yeah, Saturday, I'd rather take our chances Sunday. That fight, that card gonna be weak. So yeah, I think we can get it in, come in a little early enough. Maybe 6 if we gotta come in at 6 and we be out of there by like 8:30, you feel me? Yeah, so we'll do that. We'll go for that move. I'll put it up tomorrow. I gotta finish creating this PowerPoint for my lecture tomorrow. And y'all get to see that. It's a free lecture. But it's all good, man. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. I love y'all. As long as we got each other, we don't need no motherfucking body else, man. Bars.